Here's a quick look at the weather from North America. I'm going to start off by thanking all my YouTube and Facebook subscribers and followers. I've surpassed 200 on both, and that's quite a big milestone, and I'm really happy you're all following me. I'll continue to improve and get better and broaden my base of viewers. So, some of my people on Facebook, on my Facebook MeteoMark, that's where I seem to get a lot of subscribers recently, although on YouTube also I've surpassed 200, and thank you very much. And if you're on Facebook, feel free to take the embedding code from the bottom of the video and embed it in your Facebook or your website for that matter. You can take the code from the bottom of the, I believe it's below. You can share the video or embed the code. So go right ahead. We have starting off with some photos here from Lucas D. from Linden, Texas. I have to get some video, or actually pictures here that I've put on hold and forgot about. Here we got some nice springtime photos. Let me move out of the way here. Oh, look at this. We got some, still no leaves here in the north, but look at this. A nice trail leading, it's either a road or a trail leading through the woods here in Linden, Texas. Very nice. Thanks, Lucas. We head to the second video, or I keep saying video. It's actually a picture. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I'm glad too. So we got nice blue sky with some leaves on the trees here. Look at this. Very nice. Reminds me of spring and summer. Just wish it would get here. We had it for a little brief period of time this past week, but it's getting cold here in the northeast again. Here's a nice, almost like a sunset picture coming through the clouds here. Thanks, Lucas. And here we got a nice one. Look at this, a cardinal nestled amongst the branches and leaves of the tree. Very nice. Very nice cardinal. And of course we have the nice Texas sunset here. Look at this nice classic Texas sunset. Nice reds and deep crimson colors. So, he's got some pictures here just recently in the last 3 hours. Let's take a look at the nice clouds here. Nice backdrop with some leaves on the trees. And of course we head on into the next picture. And we got a nice forest here. Ooh, look at that. All the leaves are on the trees now, definitely in Linden, Texas. And we head right on into a very, very nice large tree. I don't know if that's an oak tree or a... yeah, very nice. Look at this. One of those trees you'd like to just rest under a nice summer breeze. And then we head on into, here we go. Oh, here's a blue jay. Look at this. Looks in one of those conifer trees here. Nice blue jay. Of course, sometimes they aren't so nice, but they're nice when they're in the wild. So, very nicely done. Nice blue jay. Alright, thanks, Lucas. Heading on over to Robert Stone here. He sent in a nice picture. He says he found this picture a while back. There we go. Very, very nice. Look at all those lightning strikes. Looks professionally done. Very nice. Something I guess he found on the internet a while back. But it caught my eye when I was going through it there. And thank you, Robert, for sending that in. Very nice. I always like some nice photo shots of the lightning. See out there what the weather community's doing. So, head on over to Jason's Scholar. And we have taken from Pembroke, New Hampshire. Oh wow, look at this. This is the actual amount of snow and light freezing precipitation that's been occurring, I presume, across New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, I'm going to briefly talk about that winter storm briefly occurring tonight, Friday night here into Saturday morning. And you can see, look at, we've got some light coating here on the surfaces and of course on the roof as well. So this is what's happening up here in New Hampshire, and I thank you, Jason, for sending that in, because that gives us a clear picture of what's going on up in the New England area. So let's get right into the New England area, shall we? We got northern New England here, and we're going to continue to see a light coating here tomorrow during the day, during the day on Saturday. Some of the mixed precipitation and snow will begin to change to rain. It will stay mostly mixed precipitation and snow up on the higher terrain north of 2,500 feet. But below 2,500 feet tomorrow, that's when we'll start to get up into the 40s. And then by Sunday and Monday, we'll get into the 50s. So this is what we're looking at here for New England at this current time. That storm will continue to pull away, and we'll say goodbye to this storm. No severe weather today across much of the eastern portion of the country, or Saturday as well. We have to go further into next week to get into some severe weather. So I'm not expecting any severe weather over the weekend, and that is good news for many people that have actually been deluged with severe weather and flooding across much of the area. So at this current time, we don't have anything going on as far as anything major. So no severe weather outbreaks, no major winter storms other than the one going on in New England. And by the stretch of the imagination, that is not significant. So we're going to get right to the real news of the weather, and I'm going to briefly touch on it. And I want to make viewers know, I'll mention this at the end of my video, just take a look at the temperatures briefly here. We're going to see that cooling trend in the northeast for the weekend, but it's going to, 40s and 50s are going to quickly give away to 60s and 70s by Monday and Tuesday of next week. All this Gulf hot and humid and hazy conditions will start to spread on northward. We'll start to get into the 70s and 80s across the southern states. Out here out west will continue to strengthen that trough, and storminess will continue across most of the area. So this is the trend for temperatures. Hotter in the east, cooler in the west. Let's take a look at the actual numbers for precipitation. You can see that precipitation continuing to pull away in the northeast, but we'll have continuing results, scattered precipitation and bouts of precipitation here in the west and along the Gulf Coast as well. We'll get some scattered thunderstorms later on in the weekend in the central states, but they're not expected to become very severe at this time. So at this point, there's not too much else in the world of weather to talk about that's interesting, because we dealt with a very, very, very busy week. So I'm going to leave you on this note. I am working on my hurricane outlook for 2013 here, and it's not been easy because there's a number of factors that we're going to deal with, such as a moderate El Nino, and that usually tends to shear tropical systems apart. But we're in a pattern with higher sea surface temperatures, especially in the Caribbean, and this could have implications. So I'm working out some data and some facts and all that other stuff, and I'll come up with a hurricane forecast. I'm also going to do a late spring to summer outlook, whether it's going to be cold or warm in the east, in the Midwest, and the southern states, or whether it's just going to be dreary and clammy, or if we're going to have a tremendous amount of tropical systems. So I do want to talk about that, and I know many of you have been waiting for it, but I've been trying to come up with as many areas in my expertise that I can come up with to justify why I'm making the prediction that I'm making. So other than that, we're going to look for, here's the trends: warming here in the northeast, system pulling away, no more severe weather, and here in the west we're going to continue to deal with some troughiness, some cooler than average temperatures, and that can be expected through the next 5 days. That's going to do it for MeteoMark. Subscribe to me on Facebook. Don't forget to visit my website at MeteoMark.com, and also subscribe to me here on YouTube. Username is MeteoMark.com. Here is the 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton, Palmyra, in the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania. We're going to start the day off into Saturday. A few clouds, scattered rain, lake effect rain showers, and temperatures will be held down into the upper 40s to near 50. We're going to head on into Sunday, warming trend, mid-50s. Some of those scattered morning lake effect snow or rain showers will peter out throughout the day, and we'll get clearing trends through Monday. We're pushing 65 to 70, and then on Tuesday we're well into the lower 70s with nice sunny skies. That's going to do it for MeteoMark.